January 1959, a newly built Danish passenger ship set out across the Atlantic. She was strong, reinforced, built specifically for Arctic service. She carried modern radio equipment, trained crew, and confidence. Newspaper had used the word that history had already made dangerous, unsinkable. Her name was Hans Hedtoft. Within days, she would collide with an iceberg south of Greenland. Every person on board would be lost. No lifeboats would be recovered. No confirmed wreckage would be found. No bodies would return home. Only silence. After World War II, Denmark needed reliable transportation between Copenhagen and Greenland. The route was long, remote, and brutal in winter. Ice floes drifted unpredictably. Storm systems formed quickly. Rescue options were limited. Hans Hedtoft was built to solve that problem. Launched in 1958, she was specially constructed for Arctic conditions. Her hull was ice-strengthened, her bow reinforced. She was equipped with updated navigation systems and powerful radio transmitters. She was not a luxury liner. She was practical and durable. The Danish government saw her as a dependable bridge between mainland Denmark and Greenland. But strength against the ice is not the same as immunity from it. On January 7, 1959, Hans Hedtoft departed Copenhagen on her maiden winter voyage. There were 40 passengers and 55 crew members. Captain Hans P. Rasmussen commanded the ship, an experienced seaman familiar with northern waters. The voyage north was completed without major incident. Ice warnings were normal for the region. On January 29th, she departed Greenland and headed south toward Denmark. The weather was winter typical, cold seas, drifting ice, limited daylight. Near Cape Farewell, the southernmost tip of Greenland, events changed. On January 30th, 1959, the ship struck an iceberg. The collision occurred in a region known for heavy ice drift. The exact visibility conditions remain uncertain. Shortly after impact, distress signals were transmitted. Nearby ships received them. Danish authorities heard them. Positions were communicated. Initially, the situation did not seem immediately catastrophic. Then the tone changed. Water entered compartments faster than expected. The list increased, conditions deteriorated. The final messages indicated lifeboats might be necessary. Then silence. The last confirmed radio contact ended abruptly. Rescue ships rushed toward the last known position. Aircraft were dispatched. But winter Arctic waters are hostile to search operations. Heavy seas, ice fields, limited daylight, freezing temperatures. When rescuers reached the area, they found nothing. No survivors, no visible debris fields, no confirmed wreckage. Search efforts continued for days. Nothing was recovered. Without a wreck, investigators relied on radio transcripts and maritime logic. The leading theory suggests structural failure after iceberg impact. If multiple compartments were breached, flooding may have been rapid and uncontrollable. Cold water survival times and near-freezing Atlantic temperatures are extremely short. Even launched lifeboats will have faced breaking seas and drifting ice. Cape Farewell is known for powerful converging currents. Debris may have been scattered or submerged quickly. Still, the near-total absence of recoverable materials remains striking. 9 months later, in November 1959, a life buoy washed ashore on Iceland. It bore the name Hans Hedtoft. It was authentic. The life buoy remains the only confirmed artifact ever recorded. It is displayed in a Danish church as a memorial. One ring of cork and rope. That is what remains. Hans Hedtoft was built decades after the Titanic. Radar existed, radio systems were advanced, shipbuilding had improved. yet the hazard remained the same: ice and cold water. Technology reduces risk. It does not eliminate. Confidence in engineering can shape expectations, but the North Atlantic does not negotiate with confidence. On January 30th, 1959, Hans Hedtoft struck an iceberg in waters she was built to master. Within hours, 95 people were gone. No survivors told the story. No confirmed wreck site closes the case. Only radio transcripts, search records, and one life buoy resting quietly in a Danish church. Some disasters are defined by visibility wreckage. Others are defined by absence. Hans Hedtoft belongs in the second category.